What's going on, YouTube? I'm doing one of my, I guess it's the third video or fourth video, whatever it is, for my signed books. I'm going to try to finish them up. I think I'll probably do two more, this video and one more video, and then I'll basically be done all the signed books I have. So I'm just going to start off with what I have out here on the table. I pulled out of another box that basically had mostly just graded books, not signed or anything. So, sorry, I'm trying to get things together here. But yeah, so I'll just start off, no big deal. This is a more recent one. This is one of the ones I made a mistake on. Suggestion here, if you at a con and you get any books signed or graded, make sure you fill out the form, or else make sure that you check over the form to make sure everything's correct, that they fill it out for you, because that's what happened. That happened to me, where I didn't look, and I got an art back. Somehow they gave me an art. I always get my books graded, whether it's even just for a sketch or whatever it is. I got one back that came back at a 7.0. I didn't care. I just got it graded because I want the grade on there. I don't know why they would put an art on there. I could see them just having a piece of just a board, not an actual comic, but a board with art on it, doing that. But I don't know. For me personally, I just want to grade it. But yeah, so this came back art. It should have been a 9.8. It's a brand new book, never touched when I bought it. You know, just put right back in the bag. And then when he had Tim Vigil do a sketch, and he picked the character from the book Empress, one of the characters, and he drew her. I actually never actually read this. You know, I picked it up. It's because it was Mark Millar. I mean, and I like him, and I just never got around to reading the book. So, but I got this. Tim Vigil sketched it. He did it for like $50, which is awesome. Good price. You know, Tim Vigil, when I was younger, is one of my favorite artists back then. So yeah, I got him to do this, and this came out awesome. But you know, someday I am going to send it back and just bite the bullet and pay the extra money to have it regraded. So I got that. But yeah, so from now on, I always check. No, I don't think I showed these in these last couple of videos, but I've shown these recently. This is from the East. These are all from the East Coast Comic Con. This is my Punisher #1, 9.4, signed by Zek. So I finally got him to sign. I only got one of the Punishers signed because I had four of them. The first four I was gonna have him signed, but he was charging $10 a piece, and it just didn't have a whole lot of money with the grading and everything too. I got that. I'm happy to have that though. So, well, these aren't all from the East Coast Comic Con. Yeah, these are different books too. Those were from the East Coast. The last two books were East Coast Comic Con. This was from the Boston Comic Con last year, when Stan Lee, not the past one, the one before that, when Stan Lee was there. I guess 2 summers ago. And this is my Amazing Spider-Man 14, signed by Stan Lee. Came back at a 5.5, which I'm very, very happy with. I only paid, oh, that's not true. I paid at my local $400, I believe, for this. Maybe $450 at the most. It wasn't more than that though. So I think even at a 5.5 signed by Stan Lee graded, I definitely made out on that book. I'm not sure exactly what the value of this book would be placed at, but I know it's more than $450. So yeah, I'm happy to have it though. First Green Goblin. I got just about every major character first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man, except for the Vulture, the #2. I have #1, and I don't have, Spidey's first appearance, AF-15, but oh well, someday maybe. I doubt it, but okay. And this is also signed by Stan Lee. Amazing Spider-Man 50, first Kingpin. Came back at a 6.5, which I was very, very happy with. I knew it was going to be a higher grade, because the cover looked excellent to me, but and I didn't pay much for this either. It was over $100, but less than $200. I can't remember exactly. So happy with that. And this one, I got my first Comic Con I went to No. This is my, yeah, this is my first New York Comic Con I went to a few years ago. I had David Finch sign my Forever Evil 3D lenticular cover. He signed over here in blue, and it doesn't really stand out because of the lenticular cover. Should have had him sign it in like gold or something like that. But I came back at 9.8. You know, I'm surprised because I don't know. I always expect somehow to get a 9.9 or something like that with lenticular covers because it's such thick cardstock. And then here goes some of my prize of my collection. I love this stuff. This is my Cursed Pirate Girl #1 first print, signed by Jeremy Bastian, 9.8. I have another one getting graded right now, signed by Jeremy Bastian and David Peterson. So I'm hoping that one comes back at a 9.8, and maybe I can sell this one. So I got that. Then I got #2, same thing, first print. This is actually, I think, more expensive than the first one because this is there's less of these out there. I believe there was a number of them that were destroyed somehow. And so this is actually a little bit more money, I believe, than the first book. So this is 9.8, signed by Jeremy Bastian also. He signed it down here. So I'm not showing you guys the signatures. You signed it down there. This is what this is all about, the signed books, huh? And then, of course, number 3. So I have the whole set, 9.8, all signed by Jeremy Bastian. Signed down there again. So I'm not going to bother taking these out of the bags. You know, I really hate those CGC bags. At least the old ones. I don't know. I haven't gotten anything graded by CGC in a while, but they still have these crappy bags like that. Ugh, I hate them. And here goes my Cursed Pirate Girl 2015 annual, also signed by Jeremy Bastian in the New York Comic Con. Not this last one, the one before that though. When this first came out, 9.8 also. Now, unfortunately, when he signed this one, he did it in this like thicker ink, white ink, and I guess I didn't wait long enough for it to dry, so it kind of looks a little, it's mushed. Like I put it in the bag too soon. It's not too bad though. It's not really like smeared all over the place, which it could have been. So that's all from that box. I got one other box I'm going to go through, and then I'll just do the next video whenever. Okay, so this is from last year's New York Comic Con. This is Uncanny X-Men 510, J. Scott Campbell. I'm disappointed in this. Came back in 8.0, which I was really disappointed in, especially in 8.0. But it's signed by Scott Campbell, Jay Leiston, Justin Ponzer, and Edgar Delgato. So, of course, there's Campbell up there with his signature. There goes Jay Leiston, he's in black right there. And of course, Delgato is a literal rinky-dinky one. And then Ponzer's right here. So, but it's pretty cool though to have to have 4 signatures on there. But I am disappointed with the 8.0. This is one of those books that I think about sometimes cracking and getting well, not cracking myself, but having it regraded, but cleaned and pressed, and see if I can get a little higher grade with that. Of course, I'll take this one out of the bag because it deserves to be taken out of the bag. But this is my Walking Dead #1, signed by Kirkman. 9.6. I actually paid this off and picked it up the day I proposed to my wife. So it was like my little, you know, you're gonna do it today kind of thing, motivation, you know, that day, whatever, you know. So I bought that this day, and I was happy with the 9.6 because I wasn't sure if it would even get that. You know, I knew it was gonna be a near mint because I saw a couple little things I wasn't sure about, but I'm happy with the 9.6. And of course, I would love the 9.8, but maybe someday I'll have this cracked and have Tony Moore and do the Sonic cover too. So I've thought about it, but it's like, get this one regraded, at least with CGC. This one cost me like $100 to grade it, $110 to grade it. They're so expensive when you want to regrade, or when you want to grade a book, a pricey book. I don't understand the whole, how the value of the book would actually increase the price of grading it. You know, I don't understand that. But here goes one of my awesome favorite covers, sketches I had done. This is Harley Quinn Invades Comic-Con International #1, and it has a sketch by, oh my gosh, Elias Chazoudis. I had 2 of these done by him. I think I showed the other one already. This one's also signed by Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, Stefan Roux, Dave Johnson. So these are all done at the Boston Comic Con. And of course I got all the signatures down here. It's pretty awesome with the sketch, and then also all the signatures on the book. So I'm very happy with that one. I would think I'd probably get a nice little penny for that, you know. Oh, that's not signed. I won't do that one. Not signed. Here's one I got done at the Big Apple Comic Con. Unfortunately, I wish I would have had a different book, blank sketch they did it on, but this is Batman and Robin Eternal #1 with Wonder Woman sketch on the cover by Ramona Fradon or Fradon, however you say it. But yeah, she was very nice to actually do it, because I could tell she really didn't want to do it. And when I asked her, I didn't realize I didn't have something for her to do it on it, except for these. I wish I would have had a Wonder Woman sketch, but I did want Wonder Woman or Aquaman, and I was happy I got the Wonder Woman. So whether it's on a book that I think is worthwhile, I just throw that in there. That was in the book. This is my 129. 5.5. And here goes my second C.P. Wilson III sketch cover done. This is Darth Vader #1. He did this at the Big Apple Comic Con too. $50. Very cool Darth Vader. What I did is for him, you know, I usually pull out a bunch of books and I have them pick the cover they want to do and just let them decide what they want to sketch. Once in a while I ask them for a specific character, but I just let him choose which one he wanted to do, because I know he won't let me down. So then I got my V for Vendetta #1 8.0. I'm happy with that. Of course I would wish I would have had a nicer grade, but I just want it. This is not really, worth a whole lot of money. This is just because I love the book so much, and of course I love the movie too. But I had David Lloyd sign it, so of course I would love to have Alan Moore, but I don't know if I'll ever get to see him in a con. But yeah, so V for Vendetta #1 8.0, and of course David Lloyd signed down there. I wish he would have done it in a different color, but sometimes I'm so excited to meet someone that I don't pay attention what marker they're using or give them a marker. And this is my second copy of Star Wars #1, signed by Tom Palmer. I think I still have my second copy, which is like an 8.5. I don't know. I don't think I sold it at the Boston Con. I know I was trying to. I don't know if I actually sold it. I can't remember now. These seem like all Big Apple Con ones. X-Men 50, 5.0. I really thought that was going to be a higher grade. Not much higher, but at least higher. This time by Steranko. I think Manny has a higher grade one than this, like an 8.0 or something. I would love to have, something like that grade, because this is like my favorite cover that he did with the X-Men, Steranko. I think I told the story about how when I said that to him, he said why, and I didn't know what to say to him. I'm like, colors, I love the colors on it or something. I didn't know what to say, I just like it. But this is Nick Fury Agent Shield #1, signed by Steranko, 6.0. I knew this was going to be around that. I'm fine with it. I just wanted him to sign it. So, that's fine. I'm not going to upgrade something like that. And this is my Megaton 3. This is, I thought it was the first appearance of Savage Dragon, of actual Savage Dragon, but I guess it's not. But I don't know, this one's considered one of like his later appearance. Savage Dragon and Vanguard cover and appearance. Etherin appearance, back cover, Etherin pin-up by Frank Frosco. But it's signed by Eric Larson, basically, so... Yeah, the Graphic Fantasy, something like that, it's like... Graphic Fantasy, something like that, it's like $1,500 I've seen them sell for the actual first appearance. I don't think it's the first appearance of actual Savage Dragon, but... which is me, the guy that becomes Savage Dragon. And then I got the Green Lantern 86. I finally got the first one of the drug issue series. This is a hypodermic needle cover, classic speedy drug use story, letter from Mayor Lindsay of New York City, signed by Neal Adams, 8.0. I was very happy with that grade, signed down here. And I do want to get the first issue of this, the one before this, 85, signed now too. I might try to get a little bit higher grade one than that before I get that done though, because the spine split on the bottom thing a little bit. I think, yeah, it's a pretty big split on the bottom, like this long or something or whatever. But here goes another Neal Adams, my Green Lantern 76, 5.0. Happy with that. Neal Adams, I paid under $200 for this, so Neal Adams, I'm just happy to have it. I don't plan to really upgrade this unless I see something like a really good deal, of course. But yeah, happy to have that one. Then another Neal Adams, Witching Hour #1, signed by Neal Adams down here in gold. I love the cover of this book, and Neal Adams isn't even listed on. Nick Cardy did cover, because you guys know I'm a huge Nick Cardy fan. That's why I love the cover. But and I also collect everything Nick Cardy did, you know. But Alex Toth, Jack Sparling, and Pat Boyette, and of course Denny O'Neil and Alex Toth did the stories. But Neal Adams actually did, I think, 2 pages on the inside, either penciled or something. I think it was penciled. So he did do some art on this, but even he wasn't, when he first looked at it, I guess he didn't realize something like that. But he did say, if he did remember that, he did do it. So he is in this book though. So I got that signed by him. And then this is my X-Men 101. This is 6.5, and it's signed by Claremont. Now, if I remember correctly, I believe I had this pressed, and I thought the miswrap here, or whatever it is, would be fixed, but I guess it didn't. It looks almost exactly the same as when I sent it to them. So, but I'm happy with that. 6.5, I'm fine. First Phoenix. So, and 2 more books left in this, and the video's over. And they're pretty big books. Neal Adams. I guess they have them all kind of grouped together. This is, I bought these actually off of Evan Leahy a while back. Let me take this out of the bag. This is Batman 237. This is, I thought that was the first appearance of the Reaper, but you know, I think it's the only appearance too. But it's just a classic cover. Neal Adams, signed by Neal Adams down here. 9.0 though is the grade. That's a pretty high grade for that. Neal Adams, very happy to have that. This is awesome cover. I never thought I would own this one, at least that high of a grade, and also graded already and everything, so I'm happy to have that. So now the next one, the last one I have in this box, I really never thought I would own a nice copy of this. I just thought I planned to get it, but like a lower grade copy, but I couldn't pass this up. I bought a bunch of books of Evan this time, like a whole bunch of them, and for like a fairly good price. So Batman 251, 8.5, signed by Stanley. That would be crazy if he signed this. But Neal Adams. And I thought about going into Philadelphia. My plan was to go down to Philadelphia Comic Con and have Denny O'Neil sign it. But maybe someday they'll crack this. But I doubt it, because they'll charge me an arm and a leg to get it regraded. It's not really worth it to me. So I got that. So that's it, guys. Oh, here's a cool one. One of my favorite J. Scott Campbell covers. Superior Spider-Man, number 20. 9.8, guys. I want to get that. I should have cracked that and brought it with me this year, but yeah. So that's it, guys. I'm going to be doing another video, which will probably show the last of my graded books. But yeah, so let me know if whether you want me to keep going, because I'm going to do it anyway. So I guess don't let me know. But see you guys. Thanks. Bye. Welcome back, YouTube. Just going to knock this out. This video. This is my last and final video. Actually, you know what? I should have just made this. I'm just going to combine the 2 videos together. So this is going to be my final video. for my comic thing. I plan to make another video, but I'm just going to splice these two together. So this is going to be one video. Because I only have a few books left in here, I didn't realize it. But this is my Rachel Rising #1. Signed by Terry Moore, 9.6. I do have a second copy of that, 9.0, which I'm going to wait to see if the actual show comes out or not. I know he's writing a script for it, and suppose it's going forward, is what he says. So, yeah, so I'm going to wait to see, and then I'll probably sell it then. Maybe get a little bit more money from my other one. But yeah, so 9.6, this one's not going anywhere unless I find a 9.8 somewhere. Then I got, this is a pretty cool cover. It's a pretty rare one. This is Superman Unchained #1, the Lenticular cover, Jim Lee cover. And it's signed by Scott Snyder. There's only so many. I still don't know what the print run was on this, because it was one of those retailer incentive books or whatever, roadshow books or something. And my local got one of them, and I got it. So I don't know how much is this. At one point, this was like $500-600 graded. I don't know what it is now. I doubt it's that much anymore, but who knows, it might be. I doubt it though. But yeah, so I was happy to have that book. It's one of those thick cases. 9.8 though, very cool. And this is actually one of my favorite lenticular covers they did. So just, I don't know if you guys can really see it, but okay. So put these back, just back in those crappy CGC bags. This actually isn't that bad of a bag, no. So crappy. And okay, I guess I'm Walking Dead. So there's not too many of these left, so like I said, I'm just going to combine these videos. Walking Dead 50, 9.4, signed by Erik Larsen. This is the superhero variant one. Very cool. It's a wraparound too, and it's signed by Larsen right here in gold. You know, Erik Larsen's a really nice guy. I usually say if I had a good experience with someone, I'll usually tell you guys, and if I had a bad experience, I'll usually say that too. Most of the time, the only bad experience I've really had is with that asshole. I can't remember his name. Whatever. I'll think of it before the video is over. Walking Dead #1. This is the Amazing Arizona Con, and it's signed by Rob Liefeld. This is actually one of the good covers he's actually done. You know, so I actually really like this cover. I don't usually like Rob Liefeld's art, but I actually like that one. Yeah, so 9.8. I still want to get the black and white cover too. But yeah, I'm done buying all these variants for the Walking Dead #1 they did, or the con exclusives and stuff. I tried to get every single one. It's just too much. This is my Big Hero 6 #1, signed by Claremont. It's 8.5. I have an 8.0 also. Or did I sell that one too? No, I don't think I sold that. But this has a check mark, because it says, or a check mark next to the number. This is like appears nicer than the actual grade, which I don't know what the hell that means. Someone said maybe it's a defect on the inside. So, but I thought it was a near mint copy, but whatever. 8.5, fine. And then this is a Walking Dead. This is signed by Michael Golden. This is the Portland 2013 exclusive. And it's, like I said, signed by Michael Golden right here. He charged me $10 for this. He was charging $5 for signature, but when I pulled this cover out, oh, that one's 10 to sign. The specific book he just said was 10, even though he hadn't listed up on board. I think he just decided to say $10 just so he can get an extra $5 out of me. I was fine. It's Michael Golden. Even $10 I'm happy with. But I just thought it was kind of weird. The specific book was $10 to sign. Here goes some Erik Larsen's Walking Dead #1. This is the Emerald Comic Con, or Emerald City Comic Con exclusive Walking Dead. I got him to sign it in green because it went with the colors of the book. That came back at a 9.6, unfortunately, which I guess is cool because the sketch cover one came back at a 9.8, so I got both of those covers. And 2 more books, and these are the last actual books I guess I have signed. This one is my X Factor number 6, and it's signed by Louise Simonson down here at New York Comic Con, 9.2. And I wish I would have realized that Joe Rubinstein had worked in this book too, because I didn't realize that. He was there, and I could have had him sign it. And also Bob McLeod. I just could have had 3 signatures on this book. They were all at the con at the same time, but unfortunately I didn't realize or whatever. So even though I had Rubinstein sign my Wolverine number 1, 2, 3, and 4, the miniseries, but I don't know why. I didn't have anything signed by McLeod though. And then the last book, I just really love this cover, and I actually like the series too. I have just about all the books in the series, up to the 40s, I think. Well, this is Morning Glories number 1. This is a Larry Comics exclusive, signed by Joe Eisma. I thought about getting him to do a sketch for me at this last New York Comic Con, but I just didn't have the money. He wasn't charging, I think he was charging actually $100. I can't remember, but I looked at his prices. But I thought about doing it though, because I really like his artwork. And this is my favorite cover for this issue. It's a wraparound. So very cool. And that's it, guys. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. That's all the signed books I got. And once I get all my new books from the Boston Comic Con, the New York Comic Con, and I think those 2 are the ones I have books out for right now. So yeah, I'll do another video on them. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Got a lot of books signed and stuff, but I hope you guys liked it. And I think the next video I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start pulling some of the boxes I have in my garage for action figure stuff and things like that. So I'm going to start doing videos on that hopefully this weekend. I know I've been saying it for a while, but I am actually going to do it. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. Bye.